Hey guys, what's going on? Of course, it is me, Amira Blaze here, guys. Welcome back. Another episode. You already know what it is. Book Shade, guys. So I want to do something different, in regards to the program. So anytime I have like a show update or just getting you guys informed with things that are changing and stuff, that's coming up for Book Shade. So this is what I like to call books and skincare. So this is like my way of doing like a wrap up and giving you guys like updates with what's going on and getting myself ready, okay, for the main episode, which is going to be in like 2 hours. So think of this as like a pre-show. I won't do it all the time, but like doing something different, okay? So I'm just gonna do my like basic kind of skincare routine that I do before I put on my makeup here. So the first thing I'm going to use here is from Bodero Beverly Hills, and this is a facial mist in the scent Blueberry Bliss. So I just go ahead, spray face and neck, okay? So one thing, guys, that I'm going to be doing is I've decided that excuse me, I'm going to be doing a lot more live episodes, and then when I need to do like smaller updates, which can't be a full-blown episode, then those will be pre-recorded. I just like doing live episodes. I just have a lot of fun with it. So that's the first show update, okay? Now the second show update, and while this is like getting settled into my skin here, I'm just gonna take some of this Hydra Mist coconut water facial serum from Bodero Beverly Hills here and applying this to my skin. And one thing about this serum, guys, it comes in like a dropper, so I just have to do that, and it's just it's a clear oil. I like to warm it up because it feels better on my skin, but a little goes a long way. As you can see, this stuff is really highly like concentrated, so I just kind of focus this on my my neck, chest, get the back there, a little bit on my shoulders. Now I do have what's called gua sha tools, but I don't know where they are, guys, so I may have to order some because I like to do a face massage during like the weekends. It just helps to like keep my skin feeling more supple and stuff. So if I don't have that, I just give my face a nice like face kind of massage here, and you just want to make sure that oil is well distributed throughout your face, and then I'm gonna let that settle. But yeah, this is from Bodero Beverly Hills. This is a Hydro Mist coconut water facial serum. Again, I really like this stuff. It's so good, so good. So while that's all settling in my skin here, let me give you the second update. So guys, how there's all these like read-alongs and stuff? I tried, okay? There's so many of them. Like, if you guys check me out on, of course, social media, I am on Twitter and Instagram at bookshade1. You found out that I'm gonna be doing what's called the Yearathon. So it's a readathon that goes for the entire year of 2020. So I'm gonna be doing some backtracking and doing what I like to call a before it used to be called book roast, but now everybody's like calling their thing book roast. So I'm gonna switch it up so it's not confusing. I'm gonna call mine the reading book battle, okay? So because me, I'm a metalhead, so battle Vikings, yes, okay? So what I'm gonna be doing, guys, is instead of like you know, doing the regular participation of how you would do a readathon, I'm gonna turn it into a battle, into a challenge, and take the readathon and take elements of it and then incorporate it into how I do my wrap up. So something a little bit different. Okay, so the readathons that I'm going to be doing, my first reading book battle is going to be the Yearathon, which, like I mentioned before, they have like different themes for like month by month throughout the year that you can follow. I'm also going to be adding 2 more into the mix here. So I'm also going to be doing what's called Readathon, where you're thinning out your TBR that you have, and my TBR is getting a little bit too bad. Okay. Also, I'm going to be doing a reading book battle for series Crackdown, which is a readathon where you are trying to reduce your TBRs of book series that you have. So I'm going to be doing that one in combination with the Yearathon. Well, no, I'm not going to do it in combination. You know what? Let's start with the series Crackdown readathon first. So that's going to be my first reading book battle. So every time I finish a book, guys, I'm gonna be doing a live wrap up for you, just kind of letting you know how I feel about the book. And I know, don't you worry, there won't be like super ridiculous major spoilers, but forewarning, I will get detailed into how I feel about the book, being completely uncensored, unfiltered, and that's what we do here. We keep it real. Okay, so that'll be the first one that I'll do, is the series Crackdown Readathon. So yeah, you guys let me know what you think about that. And yeah, you guys are not funny. And all right, you get kicked out as well. Ridiculous. But I digress, guys. Let's continue here. So after I let it kind of settle into my skin a little bit, I like to use this. This is actually from South Korea. It's from a brand called Misha, which I really love. And this is their Super Aqua Ultra Waterful Eye Treatment. So that's how it looks like here, and a little goes a long way with this stuff. It's a really nice gel, so I just take a decent amount, and I just apply this, and it's very fast absorbing, but you want to keep your under eyes, guys, well moisturized. Now for me, I naturally have saggy eyelids. It's not coming from me getting old. I've always had these kind of eyes, which I've hated, but I'm learning to and just accept myself for being who I am. And then I just take the whatever is left over here and put it into my brows, because you gotta moisturize your brow hairs too. Okay, I'm just saying. Okay, so yeah, this stuff is really good too. It's only like, I got it for like $9 on Amazon, but yeah, it's pretty good stuff. But yeah, so moving on from all the extraness, so that's just the couple of the changes, guys, that you're gonna be seeing with the program. Is we're gonna be doing more book battles and like challenges and stuff. I'm also going to be doing a series called Books on Video Games, where I will actually be doing a let's play of a video game that is based on a book series. So guess what? We're gonna be starting that coming up at 9 o'clock Central Time. I'm gonna be playing the original Witcher, and I'll have to catch you guys up, because I'm not gonna start it from the beginning, because I'm kind of in the middle of the game. But I'll catch you guys up with the gaming tea. Okay, so we'll be doing that. So, you know, just switching it up. You know, I'm not gonna be your kind of more standard booktube kind of show that people are accustomed to, and you know, and all of that. So that's what we're going to be doing here on the program. So yeah, you guys let me know what you think about that. I feel like we're going to have a lot of fun with it, and you know, just kind of making it a little bit different. And of course we have Doctor. Hey, what's up? Welcome to the program. I appreciate you being here. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. So we're going to be doing, you know, playing video games based on book series. I also will play Tome games, because Tome games, they follow like a very similar format, like how you would read a book, and I'll do all the voiceovers and stuff. I'm not the best at voiceovers, but people enjoy it, so I was like, all right, it's worth a try. We'll see how it goes. But don't you worry, guys, I still will be doing, you know, talking about books, you know, for adults. We'll still be doing the webtoons wrap-ups and everything like that. In case you guys are not familiar with webtoons, they are web comics from South Korea, and they're awesome. There's a lot of really good ones, and I have one that I have to talk about a little bit further in depth, so I have to kind of do a separate episode. But guys, I'm pretty much going to be a booktube streamer, so that's what I'm going to be doing, you know, doing a lot more live stuff. The only time, like I said before, if I'm doing something pre-recorded, is it's something maybe that's just short and concise, and I don't have to do a, you know, super long live episode for that. So moving on from that, guys, in case you want to know about the nail polish that I'm wearing today, I'm wearing the LA Color Craze. LA Colors Color Craze Gel Extreme Shine Gel Like Polish, and this is in the shade Daredevil. So that's how it looks like, and then this is how it looks like here in the bottle. So I love makeup and beauty, guys, so from time to time I will do also makeup looks that are based on like book covers, or like my favorite like book series and stuff. So, you know, just to switch it up a little bit. I mean, yeah, I can sit down and talk about books in an analytical way, which is fine, but like I try to, you know, do things different. You know, I'm an alternative book snob, and a lot of you guys are also, you know, metalheads and goths and stuff like that, so that's what I try to represent, you know. And also, guys, I am so excited. I have my final physical book haul that's going to be coming up hopefully in the next couple of weeks, so I'm really excited for that. I got a whole bunch of webtoon wrap-ups to do of like ongoing series and things like that. But yeah, this show is designed for adults, so I'm gonna be covering, you know, just real cool stuff. I think you guys will definitely appreciate. So let's get into the wrap up for the Tome Readathon. And guys, I have to say, wah, 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 wah. I epically failed at this readathon. So what the Tome Readathon, guys, is about is pretty much you're trying to read as many massive tomes. Tomes, I believe, are books that are over like 400, 500 pages. And guys, unfortunately, it seemed like I thought I had it down, you know, but it's like every time I was trying to read, someone wanted for me to do something and I got distracted, and I only finished one, but it is a good one. Okay, so the final steps here, guys, I am going to put on some Carmex Fresh Cherry Daily Care moisturizing lip balm. I don't know, it's something about this time of the year before like summer really kicks off like that, my lips get really cracked, and I think it's like sun damage or whatever on my lips, which kind of sucks. So Carmex is the only thing that keeps my lips looking like this. I've tried chapstick, it doesn't work for me. I've tried Blistex, doesn't work for me, but this stuff never fails. Now, the fresh cherry scent is nice, but I just prefer regular like Carmex, like in the container, or the tube is okay, but the container really keeps that menthol in there. And yeah, it feels really good, and Vaseline works pretty well for me as well. I have like the cocoa butter scented one, so that one's pretty good as well. Okay, so let's get into this Tome Readathon wrap up. Okay, so another thing I forgot to mention here, guys, is if you want to get in touch with me, or if you have any like you know, booktuber kind of news going on, or hey, if you just want to, you know, contact me and say hi, what's up, you know, suggestions for future episodes, this is the show email address, which is at bookshadenews with an S at gmail.com. So I'll keep this up for excuse me, for a moment here. Now the other thing that, guys, I'm telling you, today is just maybe I'm getting over like allergies a little bit. I'm still feeling kind of sick, and both of my legs are swollen, so like my ankle is terrible. So what I'm doing to kind of help to like suppress the swelling down is I have Walgreens chest rub. This is kind of like an alternative to like the Vicks Vapor Rub, kind of, you know. So I'm gonna put some of this on while I am talking to you guys about what went on with a little bit more about the Tome Readathon. So yeah, it's like, I only finished one, and I was so, y'all, I was so mad. I was hoping to finish like 3 or 4 of them. I have another book that's called The Empress. That is a tome for sure, but I didn't have a chance to even like touch that because I just had so much stuff to do. And you know, so I love, guys, let me tell you, the smell of like chest rub or Vicks Vapor Rub is so orgasmic to me. It gives me life. So yeah, I was kind of disappointed in myself because my goal was I really wanted to get through my massive books, like, you know, like the Outlander book series, the J.R.R. Tolkien books, because you know those gonna be massive. And guys, unfortunately, I will never have a like complete collection in my lifetime because for some reason, guys, J.R.R. Tolkien's books are so expensive, especially once you get into the Book of Lost Tales. To get a complete set of that is super expensive. So I don't think I'll ever be able to have a full complete set, which I've always wanted, but that's not gonna happen. You gotta have you gotta have that money. So there you go, guys. Once again, that's my you know, show email here, and that is bookshadenews at gmail.com. So if you guys want to get in touch with me, say, you know, hey, what's up, I got some suggestions or topics that you want for me to talk about, all that good shit, okay, it gonna be here. All right, feeling it all in my spirit today, good God. But let's move on, guys, to the only book that I finished, like wah wah wah. And of course, Nick is back for more. Welcome to the program, my friend. Thanks for being here. And Nick is telling me that I need an Amazon wish list. You know what? That sounds like a good idea. I think I will do that in the future. I wasn't trying to do it now like that because I didn't want for you guys to be like, oh, she has an Amazon wish list. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't want to be like insensitive like that because I just started, you know, doing this show. But hey, if you guys are telling me I need one, I'll get one. And you know, and like I said, it is, you know, voluntary if you want to get something for me off of that Amazon wish list. I'm very grateful if you did, but like what I'll put on there is honestly, guys, things that I need for the show, you know, or books that, you know, you guys would like for me to read or things like that. If you have, like I said, if you have suggestions of what I should put on that wish list, here is my show contact email. Once again, it is bookshadenews at gmail.com. get your life, okay? So let's continue here, and let's talk about the only book that I read for this Tome readathon. It's embarrassing. This was the only one I finished. I am an absolute loser, guys. I suck at life, okay? But this is by, guys, this author is so savage, okay? And who I'm talking about is Megan Starks, and this is the first book in the Gatewalker series that is called House of Ash and Brimstone. So a little premise in regards to this book is you have this lovely lady here wearing the crown. Her name is Giselle, or she's also known by her friends as Gigi. And then you also have this fine ass man here. Oh, he is so tasty. He reminds me of like Spike from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and his name, and the sexiest name too, Slade. Okay, if my man was named Slade, okay, I would be slaying because he is so sexy. Okay, like, get your life. But all my thirstiness aside, being the thirst trap that I am, the whole premise, guys, of House of Ash and Brimstone is you have Giselle, and Giselle is a half demon, half angel, because there's the gags, guys, of surprises in this book. You kind of find out why Giselle is that way, and this book, guys, goes through very extensive, very deep, detailed history on like the main protagonist, on, you know, Slade a little bit, and like why he is the way that he is. But their relationship at first, guys, is very toxic. Like Gigi sees Slade and she's like, what the fuck do you want? And that's what I love about this book, is that their love story is realistic. A lot of times, guys, in paranormal like romance genre, the romance is so much fantasy, it's like it doesn't feel like a relationship. But Gigi is so relatable, guys. Like, when I started reading the book, I just could really connect with her. And like, you know, we all have, like, especially, you know, to the ladies out here, and guys too, you know, you have someone in your life that, you know you care about them that way, you like them, but they just get on your damn nerves. That's Slade right there, okay? And what ends up happening is that she gets put, guys, into some terrible ass situations here. Now, little spoilers here, not too many, but in the beginning of the book, guys, she's in the middle of like a coliseum of demons and like literally fighting for her life, and then she ends up connecting with a minotaur that's named Beast. And guys, I fucking love Beast. Like, Beast is such a metalhead, man. Like, one of my favorite parts in the book is when he like comes back from a hot date, and like Gigi is like, so like, how did things go? And then he starts like blushing and shit, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I live for that. A minotaur driving a car, guys. How savage is that, you know? And of course, thank you so much, Nick, for the follow. I appreciate it. Oh, not follow, hosting me. Thank you. I gotta get used to this Twitch thing, okay? But I digress. So, you know, I mean, there's so much. The action sequences, guys, is really what makes this book stand out, okay? And there's like a part where she goes to what's called the Office of the Paranormal, because in this particular universe, guys, what happens is humans are humans, but demons are kind of treated like secondary citizens, and that's why they have this Office of the Paranormal, is to take care of and investigate like crimes and situations that involve demons. But what's interesting in like Gigi's case is that because she has like a little bit of humanistic quality to her, she doesn't always get treated the same way like Slade does. Because let me tell you guys, Slade is a slave, okay? No pun intended, but he gets treated like garbage, and you really feel for them. So that's why I can understand why they have this connection. And then the sad part too is Gigi is having these weird flashbacks, and oh my gosh guys, I love how Megan does these flashbacks. She puts them all in italic, so it's italicized, and you know, you can distinguish, like, you know, it's like she wants you to distinguish her like Gigi's reality from her fantasy. Now I will give a couple of disclaimers. If you are not into BDSM type of sex, if you are not into the action sequences they can be very graphic, okay? I'm talking blood and severed heads and stuff like that. So if you are kind of like a prude and you are not into that kind of stuff, I would suggest viewer discretion is advised in regards to reading this. But if you know, surpass all of that, guys, this book is so solid. Megan Starks really is an author that you can tell she does her research. You know, all of her characters are really well laid out, very compelling. And guys, here's the thing, you know how sometimes when you read about a villain and you're just like, I hate this person, but the thing is, guys, like Rogan, as much as he is a terrible person, he's so compelling and dominant. It's like you're like, whoa, this is a villain, you know. And I like a good villain character. But yeah, I highly recommend this book, guys. It is solid reading through and through. And guys, you know what I did? Usually when I read, you know, if something's good, I get very, like, you know, deeply involved, okay, with it. Guys, I actually took my time reading this book. I like slowed my reading pace down intentionally because I was enjoying it so much. And guys, once I got to the end, because this book is about 400 pages, over 400 approximately, but I just couldn't put it down. And every moment I had to stop the chapter, I was like, I want to get back into it. Then I would just Megan Starks, I love her. Like, her writing is so addicting, and I cannot wait for the second book. Now the second book, I really hope it comes out, because she hasn't fully given details yet, but I think the second book is hopefully going to come out this year, because if it does, I'm gonna buy that shit and we gonna read it, okay? But yeah, this is an excellent book, guys, through and through. All the characters, like, I love. Oh, and another thing too, another disclaimer, there is a scene where they go through a bondage club. So if you're not comfortable with that and you're a prude about that too, this book is not going to be for you. But if you want something that is tantalizing, you want something that will make you gag with excitement, you want something where it's a healthy relationship, a realistic relationship that has its ups and downs, and you know, sometimes, you know, they're arguing, and then other times they are just having the hottest, steamiest love making. Guys, some of the love making scenes were so steamy, I had to put it down and get a fan and cool myself. You see how I'm sweating? Because it's that damn good, okay? So if you like a paranormal romance, but not your stereotypical paranormal romance, check out Megan Starks' first book in the Gatewalker series, House of Ash and Brimstone. If you have read this book, and I was really grateful, I actually got this as an ARC to read. Let me know what you think about this book in that vicious comment section below, okay? Get your life. This book was fantastic. Now, what am I reading coming up next? So since I am doing the book series readathon, I decided that I am going to, guys, because what I've been doing is I'm reading another arc that is called The Empress, and it's a book about the it's historical fiction, and it's about the liberation of Mexico, actually, in the mid 1800s. So I'm excited to read that. So while I'm reading that, because I'm doing, you know, this book battle challenge and the series kind of book series readathon, I have decided, guys, to read Black Dagger Brotherhood. Oh my gosh, this, honestly guys, this book series is like the quintessential like beginner entry level into vampire romance books. You know, J.R. Ward, I swear, so many romance booktubers talk about her till the end of time, so I wanted to see what the big deal was. And to be honest, guys, you know who one of my favorite booktubers is in the whole wide world, and I have to say congratulations to her, because I believe she reached 30,000 subscribers on YouTube. So I have to give congratulations in order to Peace Love Books. Peace Love Books, guys, I will talk about her till the fucking end of time, because she is everything to me. She is super nice, super cool, and that's how, actually guys, I got back into my like paranormal romance reading like addiction, okay, was through her. And I saw that she really loved this series, so I was just like, okay, so if my hero loves this book series, I got to get it. So I bought all of them in like little bits and pieces. But this is the first book in the series, which is called Dark Lover. Okay. So I got that, and I also got the audio book as well. So what I like to do is I'll turn on the audio book and like read the physical copy at the same time. That's just like the best way I can retain information. Now, if I can't, you know, if there's no audiobook for the book that I'm reading, then what I do is I find out if there is an ebook version of the book, and then I turn on like my Kindle, and I have my Kindle read it back to me, because that's a cool option, guys, with Kindle, is you can actually have it read back to you, and then I read it at like 1.5 the speed, and then that's how I get through a lot of my books. But I don't, you know, I'm more of a slower reader, but if it's something I really enjoy, I go through it like that. So this book is around like over 300 pages, so I should be able to finish this like maybe in a couple of weeks. But you know, because I'm reviewing it, I slow down and like take my time. So yeah, I'm gonna read Dark Lover. And you know what's funny, guys, I was listening to the audiobook in my bathroom while I was like, you know, brushing my teeth, getting ready and all that. And guys, I had it on full blast, and there was like, it's like at the beginning of the book, and they were just like, you know, like there were naked people in the club, and I was like, let me turn this down. It is a juicy book. It is a juicy book. I was like, oh my gosh, I was just like, let me turn this down before like my parents are gonna like judge me and read me for filth. But no, my parents are awesome. So but yeah, you guys let me know you know, how you feel about me starting this Black Dagger Brotherhood. It's apparently supposed to be really juicy and a lot better than Lindsay Sands' Arginal series. That'll be the second series that I'll read, because I have read A Quick Bite. That wasn't really good. I just couldn't get into it. But a lot of people are like, okay, bitch, give it a chance. You know, I was like, okay. They said like once you get into a little bit deeper of the books, then it gets a little bit better. But from what I've heard, the first couple of books that she has written were really good, and then kind of went onward. But it's just a matter of personal opinion. So we'll see how Dark Lover tickles my fancy. All right, so yeah, that's it, guys. I'm going to go and you know, slap some makeup on, you know, do my crazy looking natural hair, and we'll go ahead, and I might run maybe a couple minutes late because I gotta make sure I'm gonna do my sound check and everything, so when I'm playing The Witcher it's not like too loud, and I gotta apologize to the person who let me know that they couldn't hear me, because guys, this is what happens. Unfortunately, there are some assholes who come to my program, unfortunately, and what they'll say to me is they're like, oh, something's wrong with your volume or whatever, and I actually fixed it, but because I'm a nice person and like I trust people like that, these assholes sometimes will come in here and you know, check out my show and say that, and then I end up like fucking up my sound. So what I do as a precaution, in case assholes like that try to come in my program, I check my sound. So when they're like, oh, something's wrong with your sound, I'm like, no bitch, you are kicked out of my show, okay? You get the big boot, okay? But all of my cuntiness and bitchiness aside, guys, once again, you can keep in touch with me the following ways. I am on that Instagram. I actually updated my Bookstagram, as they call it. I got a couple Jane Austen spin-offs. So I took some, you know, decent photos of that. And also I have Twitter, which is at, well, my Instagram and Twitter is at bookshade1. Okay. And then, like I said, if you want to contact me directly, you know, and share your feelings and, you know, whatever it may be, you know, topics that you would like for me to talk about on the show, all that good shit. Once again, it is at bookshadenews@gmail.com. Get your life, okay? Alright guys, thanks so much for watching the Bookshade pre-show. Coming up in what, like an hour and a half or so, I'm gonna get my, do my mic check and everything, and we going to play The Witcher. So that's gonna be fun. We're gonna watch me walk around in circles for like 10 fucking hours. No, I'll have my game guide with me, so we won't be doing that, okay? Hopefully, but we'll see. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching, and like I always say, remember to embrace the darkness of reading. I'll see you guys in a few moments here. Take care.